evening. That is day three done. I don't think it was a great day for anyone. A few small little pickups at this table. I think Dave was the only one who backed a winner. I'm feeling quite dejected.
I've had two big places in the last two, 20 to 1 and 28 to 1, and I had a bit each one, Regent Stroll.
We've got to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. Yeah, we've got to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. I did get a nice bit back on Supremely West, but I was still down on the day, and I've been down the last 2 days. So I'm now, over the whole 3 days, after having a winning first day, I'm down on the 3 days, but I'm certainly not out.
No,
we're coming back with my tail up for tomorrow.
Yeah, we go again. I had a stinker today. My only pickup was £27.50 on La Vida Adiva in the per temps each way. But like Dave said, we have to stick our heads up high and go again.
We had a 40 to 1, a 33 to 1. You know.
Yeah, it was a hard day. I think plenty of people would have backed that Meet Me by the Sea. I didn't think it was like the ground, and then Ben Pauling after the race said, I was waiting for a bit of good ground.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. Let's move on to tomorrow. Forget that. Tomorrow, the first race is the 120, the JCB Triumph Verdal for juveniles over 2 miles. I'm happy for either of you to go first because
I'll go first.
Yeah, go on.
Right, I'm putting my neck out here. This is the horse I fancy the most. I've just got a feel for it, and it happened with Aroko, and it's happening again. And I think this is my bet of the week. I really do fancy it. It's just come all of a sudden, and I was watching her win her races. The way she powers through to the line. Her form's been boosted by the Fred Winter winner, and I'm going for Highland Crystal, and it will win.
Ooh.
I'm convinced. It's like Aroko. I just got off when that won the Martin Pipe. I said I really fancy it, and I really do fancy this. I think he's going to run a massive race. Elliott's had a winner now. You know, so yeah, I'm sticking my neck on the line.
She gets the fillies allowance.
And I think a little bit of overnight rain would help Eva as well.
She's tough. I've watched her races. She's tough.
What about? I'm asking you. I'm not questioning it. Does she might lack a little bit of a gear or class?
It's Triumph's usually a state. Look, there might be something better than her on the day, but I just think she fits the profile. I like her.
I wouldn't disagree with what Clive just said. She might want to, a real fast pace, make it a stayers race. But yeah. I think surely that's Jack Kennedy's job. I actually, I know none of us fancied Tiapu today, but they dawdled in the middle part of that race. Why didn't he go on and make it? He knows that horse stays all day, and then in the end he got hampered at the last. You could have almost say he was a bit unlucky. For me, he's got to have his brain in gear on a filly like this and make every bit of use he can of her.
But she's led from the front, and one she came in the race at Newbury. She came off the pace, and she just shot clear up the running. I like seeing that, and she's top on my ratings, or joint top with Same Diveri and Manila Study. So Manila Study, it's the £7 that might be enough to just get her head in front.
Okay, mate. Well, I'm going to go next then. The fact that we must also remind everyone that last year Willie Mullins ran 10 in this race and won it with 100 to 1 shot. That was having its first run over hurdles. Now they've changed the rules now, so they've got to run over hurdles, but he's still got, I think, 9 in this race again. So you've got to say the odds are stacked in his favour, and generally in the Irish's favour because they have the majority of the runners. The fact that Townend's gone for Selma De Veri, I was very impressed with her at the DRF when she was second to Narcisco Haas, who I thought would be a certainty in this race if he turned up. I think that's pretty good form. That was her first run for Willie. And I also, it's the second favourite Proactive, which is also Willie's, but it's a JP horse, so ridden by Mark Walsh, so Towner wouldn't have ridden this anyway. I think he's a very nice horse. I'm going to leave the third favourite because my learned friend on the right is going to speak about that. And just another little story, a horse that Danny Mullins rides for Willie, Manila Academy. He won one of these new introductory hurdles for John Mallon in Ireland, and then came over to the Newbury Sales, and myself and Paul Nichols went to look at it at the Sales. It wasn't a horse that Paul liked the look of, but from memory it made over 300,000, and Willie bought it, and this is his first run since then. So they must think he's pretty useful to drop him in here. But for me, I'm going to be very boring and go with the favourite, Selma De Veri and Paul Townend for Rich Ritchie.
my confidence is a bit knocked because I really did fancy Marshu Shantu to run a good race today, and it was very, very disappointing. That was a bit of pill to swallow. Dave messaged me a couple of months back and asked me what a horse to follow, and I named Minella Study, who's now third favourite for this. I said I think that was very impressive the last time at Cheltenham when it beat Winston Jr., who was second to Saratoga in the Boodles the other day. I have to stick with it. I can't not back it, because if I don't back it and it wins, I'll be absolutely sick as a pig. I do hear both what they're saying. Highland Crystal, I wouldn't put anyone off of that, and I might even have a bit each run at myself. And that's a tip in itself. Townend picking Selma de Very, and the grade ones this meeting. I think Willie's won 5, hasn't he? So you can't go wrong with backing a Mullins horse in a grade 1. So.
Townend doesn't get it wrong very often. You could argue that he got it wrong on Ballyburn today. He did give him an awful lot to do in the stayers, and he was finishing fast, but he is a funny horse.
Also, Proactive must have a chance. Obviously, that's Mark Walsh because it's McManus, so that must have a chance. But I totally agree with what Dave said. If Narciso was in this, he would probably be a very short favourite and, probably the likely winner. It's a much more open race now, and it's a tough race to get the winner of, but I have to back Minella Study. And I can't back Selma de Very, and I might do Greg's one each way. That's where I am. Right, the 2 o'clock.
The county.
Oh, the county hurdle. Can I go first on this one?
Yeah. Yes, certainly.
I really fancy a horse in this for Gavin Cromwell. She was second in the Mares Novice last year, and just got nabbed on the line, and the jockey was absolutely gutted. I've heard him talk about it recently. He still said he still can't believe he got beat. She hasn't been in the best form this season, but Gavin Cromwell's horses were under a cloud for quite a long time. They're just starting. They're more than starting to come out of their shells now. I just think the big field handicap will really suit her. I've backed her at 14-1. I still think she's available at 14 and 12. She's got a nice racing weight of 10 stone 11, and I believe Connor Stonewall is taking £3 off, so she's got £10.8. I think that's a very good racing weight.
Good jockey.
Yeah, and he's already had a winner, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he was on Prime Lawrence, wasn't he?
Cross-country winner.
Good jockey.
And I just think she's got in there, sneaked in here off a thing, and she's a bit of a forgotten horse. And I think I wouldn't want too much rain to come overnight. I would good to soft would be perfect. I wouldn't want it to be any softer than that, really. And that 6.5, I really do think she's got a big each way chance at that price. I've also backed another mare in this. I backed Anti-Post called Mercia, and I was hoping that would be Townend's pick, but he's picked Carbow, which has now gone favourite. I might leave that bet on Mercia because I think she's got a decent chance. It's the same connections as last year, the one it was with Cargazy. You can make cases for loads in here. It's a tough race, but they're my 2, Mercia and 6.5. But yeah, there's a few in here. Like Bowen's on fire at the DRF. He won that big handicap hurdle there. I think he's quite high in the weights though. I think he's very high in the weights. I would each way maybe. I'm not sure I could see him win. But and Absurd are previous winners in this as well, and he was third last year as well again.
Yeah, I mean Carbow's quite high in the weight. So Cannon's gone for that. So
yeah. Like I said, I was a bit gutted when he picked that one, Dave. I assumed he might go for Mercia, but he hasn't. But I will leave my bet intact because again, if I cash out, it'll go and prick him win, won't it? So yeah, that's where I am.
Cool, Gregor.
Yeah, last year we was all on the winner of this, Cargazy, weren't we? She was an absolute stonewaller last year. I couldn't see anything past her. This year it's a little bit different. I'm also in the 6.5 camp. I just think she's definitely got a great each way chance, and I'm going to go for his other one as well. Hello Neighbour. I like got some cracking grade 1 form, and
sorry, Greg, to put in. It's got some quite close form with Mercia, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, I think and top weight seem to, horses with big weights seem to run well in this over the years. Like Arctic Fire, I think he was up there in big weights and stuff. So I'm going to go with the Cromwell pair. He's Cromwell, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Cromwell pair, and I think 6.5 and Hello Neighbour for me.
Sorry, Dave, going back to Greg's Hello Neighbour. I remember before the Triumph last year that Gavin Cromwell was very keen on it to win the Triumph. I think he was about 4th in the end, wasn't he? 5th.
Yeah, 5th. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, he's a good flat horse, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Right, my go. I'm going to have 2 stabs at this. the boys have actually convinced me that 6.5 has got a great chance. So there's 3 votes for her. I think she's off official marker 139 with a £3 claimer, so she's going to run in this off 136. 10 stone 8. I think that's a lovely racing weight. I think she'll go very well. And the other one is the scenario from today, the 2 Skeltons, Harry and Dan with Sinatra. Really nice horse. It was trained by Paul Nichols last year, has been moved up there. The only difference with this one is I don't think he's been a handbrake job. He's been running consistently well in novices. And I think they've tried to make him a top novice, and he isn't quite that top novice, or not yet. He's a little bit of a weak finisher, which would be the worry for me, but he only carries 10 stone 5. He ran well behind Active Innocence, who then went and run well yesterday. It was second in the first race in the Turners. And I think dropping back down to 2 miles with a really fast pace, I can see Harry coming there, travelling really well off the bottom bend. So I think, yeah, he's my number 2 with 6.5, or joint first. I like them both. And the other one I'd just give a mention to, if the rain happens to miss Cheltenham, is Skelton's other horse, Tell Her the Name, running off 10 stone 5. It'll be a first run for Dan. It was a really promising novice a couple of seasons ago with Ben Pauling, and has to have good ground or near to it. If it's soft, forget it. But just see what the weather is before the race and how much rain they've had. But that could be a live outsider.
I don't think the bookies have missed it.
No. So best price 12 to 1, but it's still an each way price. But again, if it rains heavily overnight as forecast, it'll drift, and then you don't want to be back in it anyway. So, but my main 2 are, as we said, 6.5 and Sinatra.
You're not doing Betty.
No.
Yeah, going back to Sinatra, I mean, Active Innocence has boosted the form, and it ran very well in the Turners the other day. But I agree with what Dave says. This one hasn't been hand-braked. It's been all for everybody to see. So, yeah, I can see where you're coming from with the weight, but you can't back them all.
No, and he might not be, he's got a marker 135, I think, and he might not be that good. He might be a 130 horse, which case...
I think he'll be a better horse over fences as well.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. Anything else further to add, anyone?
No.
Right, that's the county hurdle.
But all I'm telling you is coming up is the banker of the week. It's coming, everyone. It's coming.
Is it now?
It's coming.
It is. It's the Mrs. Paddy Power Mare's Chase.
Oh, the Mare's Chase, sorry.
Over 2 miles 4, and as Dave's, confident, we'll let him go first.
Yeah, well, this is normally a race that I would half avoid.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's an iffy race because you get some highly rated horses that only ever run against mares, and I think their ratings can be a bit false. This year, however, I've told everyone who will listen that this is the bet of the week, and it is Panic Attack of Dan Skelton's, and Harry Skelton's riding it. She will win. I don't need to say any more. She is a class act. She'll go on any ground, doesn't matter what the weather does. She acts on good ground or soft ground. She's already won the Paddy Power Gold Cup at Cheltenham this year, impressively. Turned out only 2 weeks later and won the Hennessy Gold Cup at Newbury with her head in her chest. She then went on and won another Mare's Chase Conditions race at Newbury again, I think. Head in chest.
Jumped like an absolute stag.
She jumps for fun. And I just don't think Dino Blue and Spindleberry will see which way she goes. I think it's a certainty. There you go.
There you go. I agree. That's it. I agree. What I would like to give a mention to, if anything happened to Panic Attack, is not Dino Blue or Spindleberry either. It's Diva Luna.
Yeah.
But I'm going to back Panic Attack. Simple as that. Greg.
I'm in the same boat. Panic Attack for me as well. Even though Dino Blue did me a massive favour in that big treble I had last year on the Friday. But
what weight did they catch? Sorry, Greg.
But no,
11.5. I don't Panic Attack gets £3 as well, which is
I don't think I'll be having a Panic Attack tomorrow. She will win.
Why does she get £3?
Well, because I would imagine they've won some kind of grade one, Group 1 or Grade 1. Spindleberry's got to give her £5. So I can't say it strong enough. This will win. I'm just so confident.
I'd like to hear Dave.
Yeah, I don't disagree, because I could not see any of these. Spindleberry, Dino Blue. I could not see them winning the Paddy Power and a Hennessy within 2 weeks. No.
Two really.
There you go. That was nice and quick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Banker.
And we all agree.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Right, 320 is the Spud race. The Albert Bartlett Novices Hurdle, Grade 1, over 3 miles. Can I go first in this one?
Yeah.
I've looked through this and I've tried, and this race is a graveyard for favourites over the last 10 to 12 years. Yeah, really bad. There's been a lot of shocks and a lot of big price winners of it.
This is a massive price.
Yeah. What's it now? Didn't boost. I'm sorry, we're talking about it in a minute. But I keep looking through it and I'm not sure if I can see anything that's going to beat the favourite. And it's the only thing that beats the favourite is the way it runs. It's quite keen, isn't it? I think Dr. Steinberg's form is rock solid. The Devil You Know, who he beat last time, came out of Doncaster and smashed some of our best staying novices quite easily. I can't find it. I'm trying to find a big price one because that's what normally happens in this. But I keep coming back to it's boring tipping a favourite. Like Dave just pointed out, Cryptic Jim. I fancied that the other day, but I was a bit disappointed with the way Taurus Bay that I tipped up each way in the Turners was nowhere. And they were in a close finish last time, so that didn't boost the form. You shouldn't let that put you off. It could well run decent price. But yeah, I'm really boringly. I just fancy the favourite. It's up to Steinberg. Sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Greg, do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
I'll go if you like. I'm. Yeah. I know it's a graveyard, but I've come to the same conclusion. I've got two in this, one and a place. The other one is Kazansky, but Dr. Steinberg beat Kazansky by 8 lengths. But I just think that this race and the way this run would suit Kazansky. I think this race would suit him. I think he's sort of built for this kind of race. He's up there on the stats and all, 39 points, which is where Dr. Steinberg's only got 24 points for his stats. So not good for the stats, Dr. Steinberg. He has won a good ground, Dr. Steinberg. But we don't know if he's going to be good. I don't like going down the Mullins route, but he just keeps coming back to me. I've gone through most of the form in the I4, and he just seems to have beaten them all, and then he powers clear. He doesn't look like he's that much of a king. I mean, I might be imagining it, but they're the two.
Oh, he did pull quite hard, didn't he, the last time?
Well, he did, yeah.
So that could be where, but you got the man. I mean, Townend, he's the man, isn't he? So he's all right. So I'm going to go for boringly Dr. Steinberg and Kazansky to chase him up.
But just before we get on to you, Dave, I just want to say last year's winner was 6-1. Before that, it was 33-1, 20-1, 20-1, 14-1, 5-1, 50-1, 33-1, 16-1, 11-1, 14-1, 33-1.
Absolutely. And as I well know, I had a small share in one of the winners this race.
Yeah.
It's got a
Fay.
A fond place in my heart. One of the days I'll never forget in my life, that's for certain. Thanks to Stay Away Fay. For me, I'm against the favourite, and purely and only because of the way he races. I thought the same about Cabral de Matan today in the Stayers, and it's exactly what happened. The petrol gauge emptied after the last, and this one could be exactly the same. Now, he might not. He might power through the line, but that's just my view. I think I like horses that run a little bit behind the bridle for these 3-mile championship races at Cheltenham up that finish. I think you could give a chance to umpteen in this race. And I think there's a high possibility that the winner will be above 10-1. So I'm just going to mention a few. The horse we just mentioned there of Joe Tizard's, I think that's got a chance. Cryptic Jim, I think he will stay. He hasn't been over the trip yet, but he just looks like he's a real out stayer, and he keeps winning. He's won his last 3. He's showing on here at 18-1. I don't know if he is that big.
Hold on, let me get the race. He is, Dave. You get 20s, 22s.
22. So
25s.
I'm definitely going to put him up as an each-way shot. Cryptic Jim. And there's another one, a huge one here. Well, he could be a huge price. Willie Mullins has got a horse called Hip Hop de Loire. He's a really high-class flat horse. He's been favourite for the Ebor and the Cesarovic and all those races. He's been placed. He's got Harry Cobden on it. He's only had 2 runs over hurdles. He was second the first time and only won. Again, he's unproven at the trip, but runs in real stay and races on the flat, and they usually get 3 miles. He's what price? 33 to 1?
33, 25 about.
I would definitely be having a 5 each way on that. And then nearer the top of the market, I'll tell you another one. Huge price. Huge price. It'll go well, I reckon, is Park Princess.
Yeah, that's the...
She's proven at the trip. She won at Doncaster and galloped through the line. Anthony Honeyballs. And she's 40 to 1, isn't she? What price is she? Park Princess.
Yeah, I'll definitely. That was on my short list. I just had to eliminate
Green colours. 50 to 1. Hey, what?
Even a 66 to 1 on there.
Yeah.
I missed one of them, didn't I?
I'm gonna go with those 3. I'm not gonna look too much further into it. I'm gonna go with Cryptic Jim, Hip Hop de Loire, and Park Princess.
And this was really impressive the last day as well, wasn't it? Passing wife.
That's why I think the favourite's far too short. I think this is a better race than you think.
I don't think it's a bad race. It's just on paper he does look. He's a very worthy favourite, and you'd think he'd be like 6 to 4, but he's not. He's 3 to 1 and 100 to 30.
I do like. I know Stay Away Faye had not won over 3 miles, but he'd been a good second over 3 miles before this race, and he should have won that race. The jockey got in trouble and got boxed in, and he should have won that race. But we knew he stays because of that race, and that's why I think that Honeyball filly could go well off at a massive price. But
she's one on better ground as well.
It is a bit of a pin job.
It is, yeah. And Mullins has won this a few times with far from his first string, hasn't he?
Yeah, I remember the good guy.
Nice guy.
The nice guy, yeah, he was 33 to 1, I think.
Manila Indo won this at 50 to 1, then went on to win a Gold Cup.
Yep.
So there you go. The 4 o'clock, right, it's the big one. It's the Boodles Cheltenham Gold Cup. And I'm struggling. I don't know which one to do.
I've already backed 2 in this anti-post.
You go first, Greg, because you've done that.
Yeah, I've done 2 in this anti-post. They both got there here, which is great for me. So I don't have to bet in the race because I already have betted. And I backed Haiti Couleur at 33 to 1. I nearly cashed out when he lost at ADOC in the bet, but I said no, I'm going to stick with him.
I persuaded you not to cash out.
Yes, you did. And he came back by winning the Welsh National with a top weight, even Native River and Synchronised didn't win with that weight. They went on to win Gold Cups. Followed it up again in the Denman. And with this little bit of rain coming, which will ease the ground a little bit, would make me fancy him more. He stays, he jumps, he's got Sean Bowen on, who hasn't had a winner yet. It'd be just typical that his first winner is the biggest one of them all.
Could be.
And the thing is, I want him. He doesn't have to get to the front too early, but he's going to make him go. And he'll make him. It's going to have to be a good one to get past. If he's there at the last in the lead, it's going to have to be a good one to get past him. He might, because he hasn't won a great one, but you can't be. He's never running one, has he? Obviously, it's the Betfair.
But they said the same about Synchronised, and he won it.
Yes, he did. So he's my first one. I got 33 to 1, and then the second one I done just before the King George, because I thought if he wins the King George's price, and it was Django Bay, and I got 16 to 1 on Django Bay. So they're my 2. I've already backed them. Hopefully one will be chasing the other one up the hill. Hopefully Haiti wins and Django comes second because Haiti's 33 to 1. So yeah, they're my 2.
Oh, can I go next? Because I haven't got too much to say. Don't disagree with anything Greg just said. I like both those horses. I'm struggling to nail my colours to the mast. It's a very open Gold Cup. We haven't had one of these for a while.
No, it is.
There's a couple I can't have. I can't have L'Homme Pressé for obvious reasons. I can't have Spillane Tower. I can't have Grey Dawning. Obviously the French horse, I can't have that. But I even see someone tip up Fire. I think it was Jamie Codd tip up Firefox. But yeah, there's about 6 here that could win. I'm slightly leaning towards the Jukebox Man. I've seen he's just gone favourite, which is frustrating, but I've backed Gaelic Warrior numerous times. He's done me a favour when he won the Arco. I love Haiti Couleurs. I can't back them all. A lot would be about ground.
Well, you can back the ball, you just won't make a profit.
And I like Django Bay. He's a very good horse, and he was very impressive when he won first time up this season. he looked like he was the one staying on the most in the King George. Although, in my opinion, when they jumped the last, the one who missed the last the most was the Jukebox Man, and he got back up to win. Yeah, for me, I think I know the way you're thinking. Last year's winner hasn't run a bloody race all season. I can see there's lots of its price is shortening up. The Cromwell's horses are running well. That wouldn't surprise me. It'd annoy me, but it wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, I might even change my mind tomorrow. But at the moment, I'm slightly leaning towards the Jukebox Man.
Okay. Yeah, I've been on Haiti Calor from early in the season. Big prices like Greg, 33-1. I don't need to back him again. He's showing here at 11-2, 5-1, 4-1 in places. I don't need to back him again. I really hope he wins. It'd be great for Sean Bowen, great for racing, great for Rebecca Curtis, and it'll show him to be a real champion, which I think he is. He's won an Irish Grand National. He's already won a Welsh Grand National this season. He's had one blip when, in my opinion, the trainer ran him back far too quick. Only 16 days between his runs, and I know she said there was problems with his back, which maybe there was, but I think he's good when he's fresh and well. And we'll probably know our fate by the time they go past the stand the first time, I would say. If he's up in the van in the first 2 or 3, jumping well, then he'll be right in the mix.
Sorry, Dave. Do you reckon there's anyone here that might take him on? I don't think there is there? Don't look like it. The Jukebox Man likes to be very prominent.
Jukebox Man.
Gaelic Warrior, no?
Nah, he'll sit behind them. He'll sit about third, I reckon.
He'll be held up.
Gaelic Warrior, I'd like to mention, he's got a great festival record, actually. He was second in the Fred Winter over hurdles. He won the Arkle. What did he do last year? Or did he miss it last year?
He went to Aintree, did he? Won at Aintree, beat Grey Dawning and... I can't remember the other one was. He beat them at Aintree.
What I do know is they always say that he's better on softer ground. So he will want the rain. And then if it's softer ground, will he get 3 mile 2 up the hill? That would be my worry.
That's one thing you're guaranteed with Haiti Calor is that will get the trip, simple as that.
He can pull. He can pull and get keen. If Tannen gets him switched off and he's lobbing away after 3 fences, then he'll have every chance.
Yeah.
But that would be a doubt for me, especially at the prices. Jukebox Man, I couldn't put anybody off him. He's a fabulous horse. He was second in the Albert Bartlett Spud race last year over hurdles, or 2 years ago, was it? And
I think it was 2 years.
And now he's he's a King George winner, and they've got great record in the Cheltenham Gold Cup. I think the track will really suit him. The way the race will be run will suit him. He'll be handy with that.
He's a very good jumper too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great jumper. He's got a good jockey. There's a lot going for him. But I'm with Gregor, actually. My second one. I haven't backed him yet, but I don't need to back Haiti, as I say. But I think the race is made for Django By. He won the Arkle last year, coming from a hopeless position with just pure stamina getting him up on the line. And in the King George, he was tapped for toe round there. It was a flat track, and they had him at it a bit. And he came down and winged the last and ran all the way to the line, ran through the line strong. And he came out fourth in a very tight finish. But I just have a sneaking feeling he might improve past the other two, Gaelic Warrior and the Jukebox Man, just for the track and the extra distance. So if I know the way you're thinking wins, I really will feel like giving up horse racing, because if that has been a handbrake job on a Gold Cup winner all year, well, it's disgusting, because he has run no race at any point all season, and then suddenly they've plunged on it last week from 25-1 to 8-1. I can't have it. It's shown nothing this year, not an earthly.
Didn't show a lot, really, last year.
No.
Did it?
And if the ground goes soft, I think that'll be him cooked, because I think he does need a good ground.
Yeah.
And that's it. I can't see Grey Dawning. No, I just don't think he's good enough. Spillane Tower, I don't think he's good enough. Envoy Allen's 12 years old, surely not. We're not going to have that happen. Firefox, not good enough. L'Empresse, too old. Gold Tweet, not good enough. So I think the winner comes from Jukebox, Gaelic, Haiti or Django, stating the obvious. And I'm with Haiti and Django.
I'm screwed, because whichever one I back and one of the others wins, I'll be sick. I wish I had backed Danny Post like you two guys. Yeah, I'm in a tough situation.
Well,
hopefully I'll pick the right one.
I'm lucky that they both got there. So, I've got
Right.
nothing to lose.
The 440, the Princess Royal Challenge Cup, Open Hunters Chase.
This is
3 miles 2 over the Gold Cup. I've got a little bit of an opinion here.
I used to love hunter chases because I used to go point to point all the time.
It's a graveyard for me.
But now I think it's a bookie's benefit quite often.
Yeah.
It's quite often a bookie's benefit.
Who
wants to go
me?
first?
Quite simply for me, horses that have run well in this before often come back and run well in it again. And Wonderwall won it last year from It's on the Line. So those two will probably be there or thereabouts again. But I'm actually leaning to a horse called Cons Rock. Last time he made a bad mistake, not bad mistake, he made a bit of a mistake, lost a bit of momentum, 3 out, and he stayed on and was behind, what's he called? It's on the Line. Before that, he's had Will It Go Ahead, who was second in that race behind him. This is obviously that what he's been trained for and whatnot. And I just think he might go very well. He looks like he really does stay. And I can see the other two like at it and him just staying on past them up the running at the Cheltenham like Billaway did to Winged Leader a couple of years back.
That done my head in.
Yeah. So yeah, I am going to have a bet in it, and I'm going to do Cons Rock.
Okay. Greg, do you want to have a shout?
No, you go next, Dave.
Okay. So the favourite in this race currently, or joint favourite, is It's on the Line. Trained by Emmett Mullins and ridden by the best amateur in Europe, in Derek O'Connor. And he's been second in this race 3 years in a row. So you'd think, well, he's had his chance, but he's 9-year-old. He might just be in his prime now. Yeah. He's won at Aintree. He's won the Aintree Fox Hunter, and he's won the championship hunter chase at Punchestown Festival 3 years in a row. He's a really, really smart hunter, and he does deserve to win this race, in my opinion. But I was watching an interview with Derek the other day, and he says that he always hits a flat spot.
Yeah, a proper flat spot.
And he said, but he does keep trying, and he comes back, and he's always there or thereabouts.
He has to have a couple of slaps, then he get going again. Yeah.
So I couldn't put anyone off of him. Panda Boy is second favourite or joint favourite. He's not for me. Wonderwall, as Clive just said, must have a great chance. He won it last year. He's coming off the back of a point-to-point win. He's ready to go. And then I'm going to chuck in one at a bit bigger price for the Faye Bramley yard, stroke Tony McCoy. She trains in Tony McCoy's yard, and I think Tony is fairly well involved there. And it's a horse called Statler, who used to be trained by Willie Mullins. It's still owned by Ronnie Bartlett. And Paddy Mullins, as we all know, top amateur, has got them out. He won a hunter chase at Fakenham the other day, and he's about 12-1. So he's an each way price. So I'm going to say my two that I'm going to nail it to is It's on the Line and Statler each way. Yeah,
I don't know much about the jockey on Cons Rock either. I thought It's on the Line and Wonderwall would be shorter than that, but it's very open at the top of the market, isn't it?
Is.
You've got 11-2 favourite.
You could have almost three, four of them, almost on the same price.
Well, that Nichols wrapped up in May.
Wrapped up in May was Nichols, yeah. And obviously Paul has got two in it, Golden Sun
and Shearer.
And Shearer was fifth in it last year. He's a little bit difficult to train, I know, but he's a good horse on his day. And Golden Sun seems to be enjoying hunter chasing, but I don't know, in the heat of this, I think I could see him checking out late on, but I hope he runs well for Olive and the owners, and Paul, obviously.
Greg, you've got a banker in this,
no, it's
banker in the meeting.
It's not a lucky race for me. I've had some really bad, hard luck stories in this, but I've got two. I haven't really gone through it but I've got two, and one is Panda Boy. So that's him, Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's him.
Beat.
No, I will never want to see that happen. And if there's not much juice gets into the ground, I kind of like Chemical Energy a little bit. And the reason why I do is because I think he finished fifth in the cross country, and then he was going really well in that 3 mile 6 race, and he came down when he had the race at his mercy, and that was on good ground. So, and he's won his couple of races, so he might be showing a bit of form. So if the ground stays on the goodish side, he'll have a great chance because that's his surface. So I am going to go for Panda Boy, and I'm going to go for Chemical Energy.
Well, Panda Boy was fancied in the National a few years ago.
Yeah, it was about 13th.
About 13th. So that's the Hunter Chase, and the finale which this table have done very well in over the last few years. Gregory wants to go first. He has had the last 3 winners, so let's let him go first.
Yes, I have. It's been a very lucky race for me. Aroko, better days ahead, and last year
Wadu, yeah. Got us out of jail.
Yeah, it did, yeah. It won me a lot of money. It could have been so much better if Galopan would have won, but I'm not greedy. I'll take that. I've got it down to 3. And the 3 are for Elliot, because he likes to win this race, and I don't think it's going to be Wendrock, so I'm going to go for Steed Bonnet at 25 to 1. His second string. I think, I don't fancy Wendrock. He doesn't win very often. I also like Fiercely Proud a little bit, but I'm a little bit worried because last time he's ran off 137, he's been pulled up twice. But I think this trip will suit him. It looks like Ben Pauling's had a winner. He ran a cracking race last time. I think this trip suits him better. He's got course. He's won at the track. And the other one is Andershan for Freddie. Is it the Gordons, isn't it? Andershan. Yeah, he's the other one. Now,
well, Freddie's not riding it because he's riding for Henderson.
Yeah, is it? What's his name?
Dylan Johnson's riding.
Yeah, Dylan Johnson's riding him, and it ain't that one who rode Callum Pritchard riding Fiercely Proud, is
yes,
it?
he is. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both good. They're both good. I think they're good. I don't know much about Steve Bonnet's jockey, to be honest, but they're my 3. I'm probably going to have to get rid of one, so I think I'll probably drop Fiercely Proud and take Andershan. That's what I'm thinking of doing, because I'm just worried about that 137. He seems to get to this sort of mark and then flop. So I think I'm going to leave him out and have Steve Bonnet and Andershan.
I'm still struggling to find a horse in this, if I'm honest. I'm leaning towards a Gordon as well, but Freddie Gordon for Mr. Nicky Henderson and East India Express. It's got very good course and distance form. I think its last 3 last 3 wins are over this course and distance. He's 9 to 1. He went up £4 for that second last time, which is a little bit unfair, but got good performances in big field handicaps. I don't think this is a vintage Martin Pipe.
No, I don't either.
I don't think it is, and I think East India Express is proven at the trip, very consistent in these big handicaps, and yeah, it's not strong, but that's where I am at the moment. Like Greg said, Gordon Elliott likes to win this because he used to work for Pipey, didn't he? But I'm looking at him. I don't really fancy any of his in that this year. Really fancied Better Days Ahead that one. I really fancied Wado last year. This year, I don't think they're as in the same league as those two.
No, whatever.
I'm gonna. Is
go.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Again, I was struggling with this, but I've got quite keen on 2 in this. One is for Willie Mullins, and the other is for Dan Skelton. So that improves my chances a bit. The first one is Willie Mullins, Jump Alan. He is second favourite, I think, maybe third favourite.
I'll get the prices up one sec.
He's only had 1 run this year, which he won at Punchestown on heavy ground, and he won at the back end of last season at Sandown on good ground. So he's obviously pretty versatile with ground. He is 10 to 1 best.
Yeah.
So I think that's a nice price if you could get a bit of 10 to 1. That's an each way price. So Jump Alan is my first one. I think he's an improver. I don't know too much about Anna McGuinness, the jockey, but I'm sure if she's riding for Willie, she can't be a bog woman, as we say in our household. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Jump Alan. And the other one, the Skelton horse, is got a lot of weight. It's Nurse Susan. She's got really high class form, I think, in handicaps. And as Clive just said, I don't think this is a vintage handicap. And I think she could be the class angle. Tristan Durrell, top class jockey.
Course form, good
I think
form.
She's got course form, yeah, good ground form, and she was 4th in the Grade 2 at Fontwell last time, which was a hot race. Back into a handicap, she'd be for me at 16 to 1 or thereabouts.
Favourite is Calissoir for Mullins. It's got Keneally on it, who's a good jockey, but I don't know. It'll probably go and shit him, won't it? And who's the other one I just looked at? What about the horse that was second to Mighty Park? Didn't really boost the form when he beat it by 38. But he was also second to El Kairos, wasn't it? Rock Dino for that's also Mullins, isn't it?
Yeah, Rock Dino is, yeah.
Anyone think that might run well? It's tough, isn't it, this one to this year? It doesn't, there's no. Oh, look, it's top on time form, Rock Dino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
Wrap it up.
That's it. Oh, we've got to do our
Each ways.
each way thing and our Bismarcks.
Right, I'd like to go first on Bismarck, so I've been going last. And
Go on, you go first.
I've done it right. I got it right this today.
Oh, yeah, I've done mine a bit.
So this is straightforward for me. It'll be in the 240 and it'll be a Bismarck Dino Blue.
I don't know.
If Panic Attack's second to her, I've had a bad day.
I don't know who to Bismarck because I can't Bismarck Dr. Steinberg because I'm backing it.
I'd be tempted to. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to say, but I think the County Hurdle favourite's vulnerable.
Yeah. I'm not feeling confident enough to Bismarck that low.
I know, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be brave.
Go on.
I'm going to Bismarck Proactive
Okay.
because it ain't winning.
Okay.
I told you the winner.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, the crystal.
That's ballsy, isn't it?
Fucking hell, I'm screwed. Have I really got to do one?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Caleb Warren.
No. No, definitely not.
Jukebox man.
No, definitely not.
It's on the line. Is he favourite? You could.
No, I'm not. God. I'm going to Bismarck Spindleberry.
Okay.
Same race as Dave, I'm afraid, but that's all I've got.
Righto. And our best each ways then are?
Highland Crystal, please.
6.5, please.
Okay. So I've got to go to a different race. So is Panic Attack too short for me to have as a
Price is she?
Yes,
3, 7 to 2 maybe?
That's quite short. You might have to go elsewhere, mate.
Okay.
What about the Atlas Pud race?
What about Haiti Calor? Get 11 to 2.
What about? Yeah. You want to stick him in?
Well, if you, let's go with him then.
Yeah.
Let's go with him.
That's our each way Trixie / treble. So it's Highland Crystal, 6.5, Haiti Calor. Good luck, everyone. I just hope you have a much better freaking day than I've had today.
I had yesterday.
I felt quite dejected. I was close to saying cancelling tonight's show and saying, fuck that.
He was being a bit bar humbug, and I said, we've got to do it.
That was me yesterday.
Win, lose or draw, we've got to do it.
Like, what's going to start the video like this?
Home by, how are you meant to pick home by the league?
Anyway, we dragged on a bit tonight, so let's end up.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
See you next year.
Mud.